Hi guys, Mehrnoush here from Ross IELTS Academy. I'm here today to tell you something about IELTS Writing Task 2 that you never paid attention to. The steps you should take before you start writing your essay. You may ask yourself, are there any? Shouldn't I start writing the task once I get the paper? I don't have much time. Only 40 minutes for this task, which should at least be in 250 words. Exactly. You need to write an essay, but how can you do that if you don't know what you want to write about? So, you need some time before you start writing it to take some steps. We will talk about those in this video. Remember that you can always use our writing correction service visiting our website, www.rossielts.com. You will send us your writing, and the examiner gives you written and video feedback based on the criteria, showing you the techniques you can apply to get your targeted score in a very short time. Oh, by the way, we have launched our official immigration office to help you guys with all the information you need to apply to the universities and live abroad. You can find the link to it in the video description. Let's now get started. As you know, in writing task 2, you will have to write an essay about different question types. The first and most important thing is to identify what question type you're dealing with so that you can apply the correct structure for it. There are 6 different question types in task 2. The first one is opinion question or agree or disagree question. The second one is discussion question, which is asking you to discuss both views. The third one is advantages and disadvantages. The fourth one is problems and solutions or causes and solutions questions. The fifth one is double questions. And the last one is a direct question. Now, no matter which of these question types you face, you always need to take some steps before you start writing about any of them. The first step is question analysis. This is the first thing you should do. It means that you need to read the question statement very carefully to fully understand it. Let's now look at an example to just get it better. Here we have a task 2 question. The question statement says, scientists and technology experts seem to be more valued by modern society than musicians and artists. We are also asked a question related to the given question statement, which says, to what extent do you agree or disagree? When you see the question, the first thing is to read it very carefully to fully understand what question type it is and what you're asked to write about. Meanwhile, you should underline the keywords in the question statement, which here are scientists, technology experts, valued, modern society, musicians, artists. These are the keywords. It means that they have the main information of the whole sentence, and we should be careful to directly talk about them throughout the whole essay. The second step is brainstorming. But what is brainstorming? Simply put, brainstorming is to come up with ideas that you want to write about. To understand it better, let me give you an example. Suppose you're not on the test day struggling with the writing. Instead, you're sitting in a coffee shop with your friend talking about this and that. There is a newspaper next to you and a sentence attracts your attention. Scientists and technology experts seem to be more valued by modern society than musicians and artists. After reading the sentence, you start talking about it with your friend. Your friend is in favor of the idea, agrees with it, and says that he thinks it's true, as in today's world we need more scientists compared to artists or musicians to have a better life. However, you disagree with it, since you have seen so many famous musicians that are known and valued by people around the world. See? You easily started to think about different ideas, analyzing the two sides of the statement. Therefore, you should do the same thing at time of brainstorming on exam day. Just don't complicate it. You just need to make up some relevant ideas, even if you don't personally agree or disagree with some. So take 2 to 3 minutes to brainstorm before you start writing. You shouldn't only think about them and start the text right away. Take your time and write them on a paper. Otherwise, you will forget them at time of writing the paragraphs. If you immediately start writing the essay, you may have some ideas for the first few lines, but in the middle of the text, you will run out of ideas and lose time. However, if you brainstorm, you would be able to manage your time better because you already know what you want to write about and the structure that you want to apply, so you won't get stressed. Now that we know how to analyze the question, circle the keywords, and brainstorm, we are ready to write. Here's the general structure that we should apply in all question types in Task 2 essay. First, you have the introduction paragraph that should be between 2 and 3 sentences. Body paragraph, which is 3 to 5 sentences. The next body paragraph, which is again in 3 to 5 sentences. And the conclusion paragraph, the last paragraph we have, which is in 2 to 3 sentences. In this video, we learned about the different question types in Task 2 and the steps we should take before we start writing it. You can use our writing course to get familiar with all the question types in Task 1 and Task 2 and the expressions you need to use for each. After you get some practice, write your own writings, send them to us, and it can get corrected by our examiners along with comprehensive written and video feedback. You can find all these services on our website, www.rasiles.com. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Stay tuned and see you very soon.
In this course, you will have a series of educational videos in which you will learn each and every tip you will need in specific details for both general and academic modules.
Next question type is double question, or
Attached to each video, you will have the PDF files for each question type, including the paragraph structure, the expressions, and the techniques you can apply, which have all been taught in the videos. To make sure that you learn everything properly, in each video we will write an essay, a letter, or a report by using the tips that you have learned. Moreover, something to help you in this section is the different question samples we have put for you to write your own writing about. This isn't everything. We strongly recommend you to use our writing correction services as well, so that our examiner can give you a written and video feedback and make sure you're ready for the real test. Join us to become our next successful candidate.